Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Wood Resurrected. In this multi-part video series we're going to break down the production of this bed frame with the blue phoenix inlay, so stay tuned. Okay, so I got these planks that I got from my brother actually, and they're about 10 inches across and about 6 inches thick, and they're pretty long. But what I'm going to try to do is rip them down and try to resaw them down right down the middle, especially since I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but they have split in the middle, so I'm going to try to see if I can saw that out. And what I want to do is use these as bed posts, so we'll see how that goes. Alright, so here's the setup. I've actually got my crosscut sled on here as a little bit of a buffer. It is a little bit lower than the bandsaw, but I think I can make it work. A lot of it's just a matter of getting it hoisted up here and getting it run through and trying as much as possible not to bend this blade while we're pushing through. But I'm curious to see if the old Shopsmith will handle it. So we're going to grab a board and fire this puppy up and see if we can get it pushed through. I'm going to try my damnedest not to kink this blade. It's going crooked, and I really don't like it. All right, so we got her done. I'm gonna turn you off for now. Pretty sure my battery's dying on this thing. We'll see about tackling the big one next time. This one's going to be interesting. Ooh, that's a lot of wood to cut. Yeah, I think I better drill it. This is going to be a fight to the bitter end. So obviously I was having some issues with the bandsaw here, so we're going to try the other route. That route being, run it through the table saw. I can only get about 3 1/4 or about 3 1/2 inches out of this. So I'm gonna have to run it through, bring it back, flip it over, and then we'll run it through again to actually cut through both sides. But what I've got is some 2x4s, and I just tacked a standing board behind them. And so that should serve as a resting point as I get it all through. That way I can slide it all the way to the back, and I've measured it out so that the board will end up right about here. And that way I'm past the blade and it's still resting on the table, and it'll be up against the wall. That way I can make sure that it's not gonna fall off or do anything weird. So we'll see how well this works and go from there. Very awesome. So now we're going to flip it and run it through again. This will be a lot harder because this side is fairly flat, whereas the other side has a bow in it. Let me get this off for you. So this side has a bow in it, so it's going to have a tendency to want to rock back and forth, which is going to make it hard for our blade to stay straight. But more than likely, I'll just see if I can get it to where it'll line up correctly, and maybe sit on this flat side or this flat side. But now we're going to flip it and we're going to run it through again. Whew. I do like that, I must say. So there we go. Now we'll have to put a system together to run it through our planer. That's a lot of power draw. That outlet's warm. Or I should say that plug is warm. All right. Done and done. Now they're down to a reasonable size where we can cut them down to the length we want. And from there we can run them through our planer. Because we don't need anything this tall for what I'm thinking. So